Alright, what up everybody? It's your boy Akeem and welcome to this vlog. Here to give you a preview of the Houston Cougars for the 2015 college football season. Now last season the Cougars went 8-5 and they have an entire new coaching staff headed into this season. Starting with their head coach and Tom Herman from the Ohio State Buckeyes. He was the offensive coordinator for the national champion Buckeyes and the quarterback coach, and he did a brilliant job with JT Barrett and Cordell Jones playing this season to replace Braxton Miller, Offensive Player of the Year winner of the Big Ten Conference. Now this year he's going to be the head coach for the Houston Cougars, and he definitely has a little bit work cut out for him. Now at quarterback, he actually has Greg Ward Jr., who's going to be returning as their starting quarterback. Now, everybody has been questioning a little bit about John O'Corn. During this offseason, he decided to transfer to Michigan to become a Wolverine. He's going to sit out for the 2015 season, and he will possibly play in 2016. And he is in great position because they have a new head coach at Michigan and Jim Harbaugh, and he could definitely learn under the tutelage under him. Now, for the offensive coordinator for Houston, though, they picked up my Texas Longhorn, Major Applewhite. And I think he's a pretty good offensive coordinator, and he would definitely help out Greg Ward Jr. At that as well, because he was a former quarterback for my Longhorns. Now the new defensive coordinator is Todd Orlando. Now, as far as the skilled players and on the offensive side, they're going to be missing their top two wide receivers, is particularly in Deontay Greenberry. He's now trying out for a team in the National Football League. But they do have the return of running back Kenneth Farrow, who was actually second in the conference in running with 1,037 yards on the ground with 14 rushing touchdowns. Now, he is a senior and he is a prospect that I'm looking at for the 2016 NFL Draft. At 5'10", 218 pounds, that is the exact frame that you want your running back to be, and he is due for another 1,000-yard season. Now on the defensive side, they're going to be missing a couple players, particularly in the front seven with Joey Mambu as well as Efren Oliphant. They're actually no longer with the team. They were seniors last season. So there's only two players that I'm looking at, and they're actually in the secondary. First, Adrian McDonald, who led the team with 5 interceptions, and the second player is William Jackson, the seniors cornerback, who had 2 interceptions and 10 pass breakups last season. I think they have a pretty good secondary and well-experienced secondary, but as far as the remaining players, the linebackers and the defensive line, they have some inexperience in those particular fields, which is a deep concern for me. Now, as far as their incoming freshmen, they did pick up one 4-star recruit from Houston, the city of Houston, and Tyreek Gray. So that's good news for them, since he hasn't had to travel too far. He's still home, and his family should have no problems in getting to his games. And they picked up 2 offensive linemen as their top 3 selections. Guard Cameron Olaf, as well as offensive tackle and Joshua Jones. I think these are decent pickups to help out to address the offensive line and to pick up more protection. I think they did a pretty good job overall as far as the recruiting process, particularly with picking up Tyreek Gray, a 4-star recruit. Now this year, due to the fact that they're missing a couple of key players on the defensive end, I think this team is going to go 7-5 overall because of the lack of experience on the defensive side. They do have some experienced players, but they're missing 2 key factors on the defensive end with Mambu as well as Oliphant. And because of those key losses, I think they're going to have 5 losses in the first regular season games, the first 12 games of the year. I think they're going to go 7-5 overall. Now, the next time to catch you guys will be in just a couple of minutes. I have many more blogs for you for today. Thank you for watching this blog. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.